Our Earth, a truly remarkable planet. Billions of years ago, it was very different. Not the vibrant blue and green sphere we know today. Imagine a world still young, fiery with volcanoes erupting constantly. Vast oceans were beginning to form, hot and turbulent. The air was thin, filled with gases unfamiliar to us now. There was no bird song to greet the dawn, no rustling leaves in a gentle breeze, just the raw, powerful sounds of a planet in its infancy, a silent, waiting stage poised for an incredible story to unfold before our very eyes. Then in the midst of this primordial chaos, something truly amazing happened. A profound and mysterious change began to stir. A tiny, almost imperceptible spark ignited somewhere in the vastness of this young world. Life, in its most basic form, started its long journey from simple non-living matter to the very first rudimentary forms of existence. This was not a sudden, dramatic event. It was an incredibly slow, gradual process, unfolding over millions and millions of years, an extraordinary transformation from barren rock to the first stirrings of biology. But how did this miraculous transformation occur? How did non-life make that incredible leap into life? This question remains one of science's greatest and most profound mysteries. It is a puzzle that has fascinated thinkers, philosophers, and scientists for centuries. We diligently search for answers to this fundamental question. We look for ancient clues, hidden deep within the oldest rocks found on Earth. Scientists work like patient detectives, carefully piecing together the fragments of evidence, striving to understand this ancient, wonderful secret of our world. The quest to understand life's origin is an ongoing adventure. It is a journey that takes us to sophisticated laboratories. It also leads us to some of the most remote and challenging parts of our planet. We study the intricate dance of chemistry. We examine the ancient stories told by geology. We even cast our gaze outwards towards the distant stars and other planets, searching for hints about how life might arise elsewhere in the cosmos. The search is certainly full of immense challenges, but it is also filled with awe and wonder. Each new discovery brings us a little closer. Scientists across the globe have proposed many fascinating ideas about where exactly life first flickered into existence on our young planet. One of the most famous and enduring ideas is the primordial soup theory. Imagine a warm, shallow pond or perhaps a vast early ocean. This body of water was not like today's oceans. It was full of simple chemicals dissolved from the atmosphere and rocks, like a rich, complex broth, just waiting for the right ingredients to combine. These vital chemicals were released by volcanic eruptions and from the gases that made up the early atmosphere. Energy, a crucial component, was then added to this chemical soup. Perhaps it came from powerful lightning strikes, crashing down from the turbulent, stormy skies of early Earth. Or it could have been the sun's strong, unfiltered ultraviolet rays bombarding the planet's surface. This immense energy caused the simple chemicals in the water to react with one another. They began to combine in new ways. They started to form slightly more complex molecules. These were the very first essential building blocks necessary for life. Slowly, ever so slowly, they came together. Another compelling and intriguing idea takes us deep beneath the ocean waves, to places of perpetual darkness and immense pressure. Here on the ocean floor we find remarkable geological features known as hydrothermal vents. These are like underwater chimneys or geysers. Hot, mineral-rich water gushes out from deep within the Earth's crust. They create a truly unique and dynamic environment, one that is warm and teeming with dissolved chemicals from below. Could life have possibly started in such a dark, seemingly inhospitable place? Many scientists believe it is a strong possibility. These deep-sea vents offer significant advantages. They provide natural protection from the harsh and damaging conditions often found on the early Earth's surface. Conditions such as intense ultraviolet radiation and frequent meteorite impacts. The minerals that these vents continuously release could have acted as catalysts. These are substances that speed up chemical reactions without being used up themselves. Some scientists also explore the theory of panspermia. This is the fascinating idea that life's essential ingredients, or perhaps even simple life forms, arrived on Earth from outer space, carried here safely on meteorites or comets. The universe is, after all, a vast and interconnected place. All life that we observe around us in its magnificent diversity is incredibly complex. From the tiniest unseen microbe going about its business to the largest, most majestic blue whale gliding through the ocean, yet it all began with incredibly simple things. Very basic chemical building blocks, nothing more. You can think of them like tiny construction pieces, similar to Lego bricks. These fundamental pieces are called molecules. The early Earth had a plentiful supply of these simple molecules. Water, for instance, was abundant, and gases like methane, ammonia, and carbon dioxide were present in the atmosphere. The great central question then becomes, how did these simple molecules become complex? How did they manage to arrange themselves into the organized structures of life? This step is absolutely crucial in the grand story of life's emergence. It required a particular set of conditions, and very importantly, an immense amount of time to unfold. The environment of early Earth was vastly different from today. Crucially, it had very little free oxygen in its atmosphere. This lack of oxygen was actually helpful. It allowed delicate new molecules to form and persist, without being quickly oxidized and destroyed. Energy, as we have seen, was the key driving ingredient. It was needed to power these vital chemical transformations. This essential energy came from a variety of powerful sources: the intense, unfiltered rays of the young, energetic sun, the dramatic and frequent flashes of lightning in the stormy skies, and the considerable heat emanating from within the Earth itself, from its molten core. This constant supply of energy drove countless chemical reactions. It helped simple molecules to join together, to link up. They formed longer, more intricate, and more complicated chains. These were the precursors to the vital biological structures we know. These newly formed chains eventually, over vast timescales, became proteins, and critically they became nucleic acids such as RNA and later DNA. These are the very blueprints of life itself. They carry the genetic instructions, they build and operate the complex machinery within cells. Over further immense stretches of time, these complex molecules became organized. Perhaps they were enclosed within tiny protective droplets or primitive membranes. This organization led to the formation of the very first simple cells. These were Earth's very first inhabitants, truly remarkable pioneers adapting to their world. The specific conditions of early Earth were just right for this incredible journey. Understanding precisely how life began on our planet Earth is profoundly important. It is far more than just an intriguing scientific curiosity. It tells us a deep and meaningful story about our planet, our only home in the vastness of space. It reveals the truly incredible journey that has taken place, from lifeless rock, water, and gas, to the vibrant, wonderfully diverse and interconnected world we see all around us today. This knowledge connects us directly to the very deepest history of Earth, a history that stretches back not thousands but billions of years into the past. If life could ignite and take hold here on our own planet, then it begs the question, could it also start elsewhere in the universe, on other planets that are orbiting distant stars far beyond our solar system, in other galaxies scattered across the immense expanse of the cosmos? This is surely one of the most exciting and fundamental questions in all of science. By carefully understanding Earth's unique recipe for life, the ingredients and conditions that were necessary, we learn what specific signs to look for as we explore the universe with our telescopes and probes. The search for extraterrestrial life truly hinges on this foundational knowledge. Studying life's origins also provides invaluable insights into the process of evolution, the remarkable way life changes, adapts, and diversifies over immense periods of time. The very first life forms on Earth were exceedingly simple. Little more than tiny, self-replicating collections of molecules, but they were the crucial pioneers. They paved the way for all the breathtaking complexity that followed. It gives us a humble perspective on our own place in the grand tapestry of life. We see how life has profoundly shaped our planet's atmosphere, and even its geology over eons. It teaches us about resilience and adaptation. The story of life's dawn on Earth is truly a story filled with wonder. It is a powerful testament to the incredible creative power of natural processes, working over unimaginable timescales. It inspires us as human beings to keep asking fundamental questions, to keep exploring the unknown, to keep learning about our world and the universe beyond. The more we manage to uncover about our planet's distant past, the better we can appreciate the precious, delicate nature of life today, and the more we understand our profound responsibility to protect it for future generations. This great quest continues, driven by our innate human curiosity and desire to understand.